you plant a dash in your shop to eat, boy. I'm begging you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Man, I want in you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Yes, white rice cooked with bhaji is good for your family, man. Plant a cat, plant a cat. Boy, I want in you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Yes, cassava and pumpkin is good for the children, man. Plant a cat, plant a cat. Boy, and you're sure to eat. So sweet, so sweet. Your family will eat. So sweet, so sweet. I'm begging you. If you plant a little dash bush in your backyard, you're safe, you know. You can plant a little GoPro, some tomato, some shadow belly, some celery, and you're good to go. Come it. Things wrong in the region, it wrong in the Caribbean. Whoa, mama, whoa, papa. You're working and your salary can't pay bills and feed your family. Whoa, mama, whoa, papa. It's nothing the oil industry can do. It's nothing them union leaders could say. Lord, Lord, remember the recession time is here. So if you sow some seeds, it have to be yeah. I'm begging you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Boy, I want in you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Yes, white yam cooked with body is good for your body, man. Plant a cat, plant a cat. Man, I'm begging you, plant a cat, plant a cat. Yes, plant some in your front yard, plant up in the backyard. Just plant a cat, plant a cat. Man, and you're sure to eat. So sweet, so sweet. Your family will eat. So sweet, so sweet. I want in you. Come on. If they retrench and you lost your work, you want to eat breadfruit, you know. So when you plant it one time, you can plant a little head of yam on the boundary, a little body, and you're good to go.
Your family will eat. So sweet, so sweet. Things hard in the country, tough in the city. Oh, mama. Yeah.
Water. He can sing about
Yes.
here tune according to Robert.
Here,
Tune for your money.
Tune for your money.
I'm telling you.
You hear?
Plant a garden.
Plant a
You
garden.
listen to what we telling all you.
You hear?
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Top of the
sir.
afternoon.
11 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock.
Yes.
How are you guys doing on the house? I want to thank Google for a wonderful program as always, and you know all the announcers on the street.
919.
I mean,
Yes.
every day we leave in our families to come out to make sure like how my aunt said, the show must go on.
So much go on.
Yes, so you know, blessings to all the announcers and the management and staff of the street.
Street 919, yeah? Yep.
You know, those working behind the scenes, those working in front of the scenes to make sure that 919 keeps standing
Julie.
through this pandemic and when it is over.
Yes, boy.
Because
It's a fight, you know.
Another quote, my aunt said, the longest rope of a head,
And
look how long that rope is. It
They must come to an end.
must have to come to an end.
That
So you
is
see this
correct.
thing we're going through here, with this pandemic,
Yeah.
it have to done.
It have to come to
It
an
will
end.
take 1 year,
Yes,
2 years, 3 years after the world is vaccinated, you must done.
Yes.
And then when you're done,
Yes.
you say fire on COVID.
Yes.
You understand me?
Hey, awesome.
You would have taken millions of people away from loved ones.
Yes, truly.
But you must done.
And we must say condolences going out to those families
For real, for real.
that may have lost their loved ones in
Yes,
this
and you see
battle.
them plentiful. I mean, while the health ministry come in on the TV and give the updates, and they're just calling numbers.
Yeah.
But when you go on Facebook and you're putting faces and
Yes.
stories behind these numbers.
Yes, and you're getting there,
This morning I saw somebody from a church, young boy.
I think we should have a segment where, you know, I don't know if we could do that, but, you know, if you know someone that may have, you know, passed or
So
that,
sad,
yes,
so
it's sad. It's very sad. We can offer some prayer for that family and things of that nature.
Talking about prayer,
Uh-huh.
I take a screenshot of you. Yesterday when I reach home
Uh-huh.
and I go
Hold up,
on the
you take a screenshot of who?
a screenshot of the person.
Eh?
You, I know you're listening.
You,
Because
Mr.
there's my
Caller.
Facebook friend too.
Eh?
He write up on now we
Prayer thing. Prayer hour.
how is prayer? Oh God, let me pull it up.
Pull it
I
up.
didn't plan to go there, but
Pull
I
it
didn't
up.
press, so I didn't have
Go
it.
there.
I didn't have it prepared.
Go there.
Wait now.
You hear?
Don't do me that now. Look, my phone stick it too wicked.
I wonder if that's Christ's doings. Have your phone sticky because you like too much lacquery.
Who's wait, boy?
To be going in the house, big up yourself, alright?
A screenshot the thing, you know. I ain't seen it, boy.
Miss
But you said something to the
Rodney.
effect of how prayers helping we in this pandemic.
Eh? That's what you say? And he had the better life? And he have fingers to type that?
I'm telling you.
Hello?
Let's
Come down from up there.
prayer solving anything.
Come down from up there.
You don't believe in the prayers, that's all your business.
Alright, you're picking and lay too much. You're distorting, you're in red. Stop going in red. Okay?
But you
Alright.
know, we know where we're in the same position we was yesterday
Mm-hmm.
and the day before
Mm-hmm.
and the weeks before.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in changing.
Yeah.
Where some people calling it so-called numbers.
Yes. Some people don't believe, you know.
No,
Some
they
people don't
believe that
believe.
these numbers that we are being told about are not real.
Propaganda.
They are lies.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Precious. Would you condemn those who don't believe or who will question these
Listen
things?
to me about what I'm saying. Whether you believe the numbers not real, it's fabricated or what. When I go on Facebook, Facebook is real. And I see people dying.
Yeah.
I say whether you believe this COVID is a hoax,
Oh, yeah.
is a conspiracy, is a what.
Yeah.
The point is people dying.
Yeah. That's the point.
One of the questions that I see on
Dying
Facebook
from
now
what?
is they need to come out and tell us how much are these people that dying were they recently inoculated, because people can understand all of a sudden.
Yes. A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people have. Yeah, a lot of people have questions, and you know what? I don't blame them. You know, I honestly don't blame them because, you know, I want them to do their own research. You do your own research. I believe what I believe. Precious believe what she believes, and you know, you guys that listening to our voices believe what all you have to believe. That's why I also believe in someone's opinion. You don't really, you know, somehow.
You don't even have to agree.
You don't even have to agree. There's somebody's opinion. Fine, cool. That's your opinion. Freedom of speech. That's not the law. All right, now.
Because a lot of people, you know, talking without facts too.
Well, yeah,
You
that's the
have to do
next
your own
thing. You
research.
have to do your own research. And the thing is, I've been spoken to people that don't believe, right? And what they're saying is certain things in history, you know, was hoax and propagandized then, right? Certain things that was, you know, presented to us now was propagandized.
You're talking pandemic-wise?
Not pandemic-wise, generally.
Like what?
A lot of historical facts. I mean, plenty, eh? I can mention a lot.
Now, we just played a song for you guys before the IWER Planter Garden
Yeah.
from a guy by the name of Atiba.
Yeah.
And the name of the song was Shut It Down.
Yeah.
Basically, what is taking place now with the SOE and the curfew.
Shut it down wrongly.
And the Attorney General and I read it for the 4 o'clock news yesterday, would have said that stricter measures could be applied if people do not adhere to regulations issued under the state of emergency. Now, some of us would say, as is, it's bad. What stricter you could come with, partner?
Yeah.
That is what most of us,
saying. Yeah.
But then, and Heavy talked about it yesterday, he mentioned it in his contribution to the show yesterday, about, I find they should let, like, 2 days in the week, women come out to shop, and 2 days out of the week, men come out to shop, and on the weekend, everybody stay home. And when he said it, I laughed in my brain. I didn't laugh out loud, but I laughed in my brain. But then, I see a post
from someone, and then,
saying exactly that.
Yeah.
The post read, all your trainees complaining about the SOE.
Yeah.
9 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Here in Panama. For nearly a whole year, we had full quarantine.
Yeah.
Men allowed Tuesdays and Thursdays only for 2 hours, according to your ID number, to go outside and buy essentials.
Oh, wow.
And women have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 2 hours alone. Saturday and Sunday is full lockdown.
That's crazy.
So stop all your complaining and live with it.
Somebody from Panama.
You remember, I just read the Attorney General say if we don't adhere to the SOE, things could come.
Yeah, implementing stricter rules and regulations.
When men coming out on 2 days, women coming out on 3 days, and the weekend is full lockdown.
Wow.
Let us not come to that. Because we done feeling it already with the curfew from 9. We feel to do what we want all through the day,
Some people can't take it.
No.
And if
but if you're not doing the right thing, I read for news this morning, 19 people were arrested for breaking the curfew. All you don't push us there.
Yes.
Now, it's responsible of me to say, because I got pulled up for that yesterday. Although that is not what I had meant, because I said some.
Right.
Remember, Heavy call and he say, there is a paralysis in my analysis.
Yes.
It's not everybody.
Yes.
And you did ask me something yesterday too. If it's 10 of us, and Robert alone do something wrong, if you go beat everybody. And I said, no, Robert alone had to get legs, but, and then the Bible, Peter pay for Paul. Then in the Bible, Peter pay for Paul. But that's how we grow up, Peter pay for Paul. So the few...
I think that itself is a philosophy, but...
The few who not abiding to the rules, everybody will pay for it.
Yeah.
And we don't want to reach like Panama.
Nah, that Panama thing is crazy. You imagine how much men coming out?
Men had 2 days for the week.
Men had 2 days. And do you see?
Saturday and Sunday is full lockdown. We can't deal with that.
Yo, that is crazy.
We like to be out there.
That is craziness. I telling you, right out. That is craziness.
But what is scary,
people will go mad in here.
What is frightening to me is we have the Attorney General saying, and they warning all. You remember Dr. Rowley did warn us before he come to this. He said, you want to do all of this, but who don't hear this feel?
Yes.
Now we have the Attorney General saying, if all you don't adhere to the SOE, stricter measures would come. And I am wondering, what could be stricter than a SOE and a curfew?
Well, let me tell you, when Dr. Rowley was speaking, the day he read out about the SOE, a lot of people was under the impression that the banks will have been closed, the hardwares, the groceries to a degree will have to cut down their time and things of that nature. A lot of people was under, that feeling, they got that feeling that kind of restrictions was coming up. Right, but it just so happened that, the hardware is still open, the grocery is still open. Right now, all masses, I believe, is closing 6:30, so they cut down on their timing. And, you still have some freedom here and there, You still have some freedom, as the Prime Minister... as the Prime Minister said, these are things that, we need to eat. So he would not close down these places, even media.
Some people arguing to that our basic human rights
are taken away,
are being limited.
Yes.
human beings are designed to live like this.
Yes, yes. I was listening to someone as well where he was reading over some of the human rights that is being taken away from us. You know, such as freedom to voice certain opinions and things of that nature. You know, right now there's a lot of violations on YouTube and Facebook. If you talk about certain things, you're gonna get flagged, you're gonna get banned, you're gonna get 2 weeks. You know, that kind of way. Limited freedom of speech. Yes. Even on radio, we have to be careful with things that we say.
At this point in time in the world, we have to be very, very careful about what we say, you know, as media houses. You can't just come and...
Yeah, we can't just come and...
You know, there are a lot of contradictions where the vaccination is concerned. So that's why they're kind of limiting what we can say about that through the airwaves. But
so,
the phone lines are ringing.
It's ringing already.
But before we go to the phone lines, we have a little clip that we want to play for you guys from a nurse.
Yes, I would hear. I'm just reading some comments here. Kyle, are you ready?
So listen to what this nurse is saying, and then we'll come back and take your phone calls.
Yeah,
go share the live. Go on the live.
Yeah, share the live.
We have a co-worker inside. All you're doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
When all you're doing a video.
Well, play the boss song now.
You have to come a song.
Play the share the live song. Hey, while Kyle is organizing. Yes, Kyle, you can put the nurse on the screen all now. Yes.
Right.
Put the nurse on the screen. And let's play the song in fine style.
They can't just play
they can't just play video just so.
To
share the live and to all
live to see the video that we're going to play with this
nurse. Yes, yeah.
Share the live.
Yes, let me hear the song now. And let's play the song in fine style. They can't just play video just so.
Share the live. Okay, so we have the video lineup for you guys, and we're going to play it for you now, all right? So, take it in.
Regarding the COVID, however, right? Well, I'm going to tell you something. Nursing staff, doctors, everybody, the healthcare workers, we are overwhelmed. We are tired. We are frustrated because dealing with patients in a hazmat suit for hours, 6 hours plus, you can't pee. You can't drink water because you're afraid to pee. You know, you can't get a break, you can't eat because there's so much patience, it's such an overwhelming thing. You know, we're tired. I slept all day yesterday and I am still tired. It's been a tiring past couple of weeks and we need you all to just adhere to the guidelines and wear your mask, sanitize. Still people outside here having masks on below their nose and whatnot. Oh, go all you please. I'm begging. I'm tired. My colleagues are tired. And we're just asking. Please stay home, please. I know many of y'all don't believe in the COVID, however, right? But I'm going to tell you something. Nursing staff, doctors, everybody, the healthcare workers, we are overwhelmed. We are tired. We are frustrated because dealing with patients in a hazmat suit for hours, 6 hours plus, you can't pee. You can't drink water because you're afraid to pee. You know, you can't get a break, you can't eat because there's so much patience, it's such an overwhelming thing. You know, we're tired. I slept all day yesterday and I am still tired. It's been a tiring past couple of weeks and we need you all to just adhere to the guidelines and wear your mask, sanitize. Still people outside here having masks on below their nose and whatnot. Oh, go all you please. I'm begging. I'm tired. My colleagues are tired. And we're just asking. Please stay home, please.
Yes, man.
You all hear how this nurse begging and pleading with us to do the right thing. And Denise on the Facebook Live is saying precious people are still not adhering to protocols and principles done by the market every day. The same people liming every day. We have to stop the sale of the alcohol from the grocery because they're buying it in the grocery right there along the market. Stop selling the alcohol. I bet you they shape up. And another person is saying, precious, stop taking foolish injection. If slavery was happening today, I would have been a slave on the plantation. Not so. So what did I do to be a slave? Nothing, right? That is how God judged us in his group. So the phone lines are open. We want to take some calls. Get your contribution to the program. We spoke a lot of things. So the numbers are 342-0081, 771-1791. That's the WhatsApp, but you could also voice note. And the 466-5391. Pull up the WhatsApp. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good day. Welcome. Blessings.
Welcome to you all. One thing I had to say, I don't think they're afraid to drink water and thing, but if you don't drink water and thing, your kidneys is in trouble, you know.
True.
Yeah.
Drink water, you must drink water, regardless of what, you have to drink water. It is important. And you see, this had to come on because the Prime Minister begged people. It's a year and 2 months now the man begging people, you know. And the people still, because you know why? The opposition were not siding with the government and telling people, let us do the right thing. When we had 8 deaths in this country, if we had continued going down, we would have never been in this spot as we are in now. Yeah. And the Prime Minister played all the trump card he had. He had as a spade, as a club, as a diamond, as a spade. Now the last S he had was as a heart. The last trump card. Yeah. And he lost the place. Because if he didn't do it, we would be in a scenario of being in a state all now. And then still have people walking about the place, violating the state of emergency, you know. They're still walking about the place like nobody business. They have to stay in the house, stay in the home.
Arrest them and charge them plenty money.
Arrest them and charge them. They're too stubborn like a mule, you know. When you tell them to move and you don't want to move, you need to go down on the knees or the 2 front knees, you know. You could beat them how much you want to stay night there. Stubborn. Have a blessed evening.
You too. Thanks for calling.
The big man in the business. The next big man in the business.
Oh, heavy.
Oh, heavy. Big man in the business.
Guys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Top of the afternoon.
Top of the afternoon to you. Yeah. I just want to tell the people, you can stop panicking, please. Stop panicking. Don't let the numbers how you're scared. This have to go on right now. COVID have to run its course. We will not see the results of the lockdown until 2 or 3 weeks from now. Okay?
Yeah.
Every day that you're seeing the numbers now is people that contracted COVID 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Before some of them before the lockdown. So you need to understand all these numbers is going to continue to rise, right? And then it's going to plateau and then it's going to drop. Right? This is why we have to wait till this lockdown, right? Pass this next 2 weeks to see if the lockdown was working. Because if 2 weeks pass and the numbers keep rising, right, it means they say that the lockdown not working, which means you have to go to drastic measures now by the 2 days for males and 2 days for females for 2 hours and complete lockdown of the nation, nobody on the streets whole day, whole night. You understand? So stop watching numbers and panicking. Yeah. These are people that contracted the virus 2-3 weeks ago when the nation was in lockdown, as it is now. So please, people, just let us run its course. Stay safe, wear your mask, sanitize, and not because you see 2 people without a mask, it means that everybody going to get COVID, and all Trinidadians hardened, and all Trinidadians saying, you know, the all Trinidadian syndrome. Just remember, you're a part of Trinidad and Tobago too. And when I say all Trinidadians, including yourself, they come like you're blaming yourself and you doing the right thing. Okay? Thank you guys. Enjoy your day. I'll call back later when I come up with the next topic.
Yeah. I had the thing to play too.
Yeah.
Blessings.
All right, that was heavy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Can you load on your radio?
Good. Hello? Yeah, call back.
Okay, all right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Precious.
Welcome.
Yeah, and Robert, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Precious, I want to say something, but let me explain what I'm saying before I say, because people are misunderstanding.
Yeah.
If 2 of us get a job, Precious, to dig a trench, I am digging.
You have the shovel in the bank, but every time I dig out a piece, you throw back the dirt and you're not working with me, right? You're working against me.
Right.
That is practical common sense. I break it down so people can understand.
Yeah.
The Bible said, Jesus said, if you are not with me, you are against me.
Mm-hmm.
When this pandemic started, everything the Prime Minister and the government did was in favor of the people, to protect the people of the country. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Right. Everything the opposition started to do, she was doing it against the very same people who put her into office. This is not the time to play politics. This is time to protect the life of the country.
Yeah.
Jesus said, if you're not with me, you're against me. So what she is doing, she is working against the very same people who vote and put her into office. And nobody want to come around and play, want to shovel the dirt that they don't throw it already in the trench. You see what break it down so everybody could understand? Because I keep hearing people say yesterday in the program, they want the opposition and the government come together. The government was always in favor of doing the right thing. Am I wrong or right, Pressure? There was facts in it. This thing happened. These are the things that's happening already in the country.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is nothing out of this world. This thing happened in this country.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: let the government continue to do the best that they're doing. People have to adhere to the protocols. Just this morning, a man telling me he had to blame the government. I said, why you blame the government? The government can put legislation that force you to wash your hands and sanitize, put on your mask. This is what we're supposed to do. All over the world, people going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So we have to be united together. I'm saying who don't want to come on board, let them see as they are, and we just continue doing the right thing. That's my contribution.
Yeah.
Blessings to you. So the phone lines are open. We're going to give you guys the numbers to call. We want to invite new listeners, new callers as well, all right? Give them the numbers.
Of course, those numbers are 342-0081, WhatsApp 771-1791, and of course, 466-5391.
Yes, and if and you know you're new, you never called before, we would love for you to call the program and give your contribution, yeah? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Blessings. Hello?
How are you guys today,
We
ma'am?
good. Thank you. How are
Thanks
you?
for asking.
I'm fine, ma'am. Alive again, and I have to say thank you. You know, that gentleman break it down just now. So let me see. I was saying the same thing yesterday. How did we get to be as we was rating number one? Is it by the Prime Minister washing his hands and sanitizing himself, or the Minister of Health? Or is it because the citizens did the right thing and that is how we get there? Not so, Precious?
You're talking about in the beginning.
And
And then we started to get tired and we started to get complacent.
And you know what? We started to get tired, and the Prime Minister said, because if you listen to that, there was a press conference before. And the Mr. Parisram had filed a job at the Minister of Health and the Prime Minister. You all catch that one?
Yeah.
But anyhow. So the Prime Minister said, go to Tobago. And he went to Tobago. And today now, because as you said, we outlined that we was tired and fed up. And if a man tell you, the man that you don't like, that you don't support, what he's saying ain't making no sense. But how all of a sudden when he say go to Tobago, it makes sense to you? Again, you're talking as a young man, I understand this logic, you know?
Yeah, bring it up.
Right. So, we have 60,000 people in Tobago. They started with a narrative of 50,000. The Prime Minister said 25,000 people, 25,000 people went, 25,000 people come back. There is a movement of 50,000 people around the boat and the service between Trinidad and Tobago. Population of Tobago is 50,000, 60,000. So if let me say the virus left here and went there, or let's say the virus is there, either way, don't you think the entire population of Tobago, if we're looking at Trinidad and Tobago by now, more than 25,000 people in Tobago are supposed to have it?
Right, I get what you're saying.
Tobago is supposed to be crushed.
Right.
So that logic and that narrative, and where that is coming from, still up to this day, it is coming from the opposition. Here, the two men decide to join up and say, we're going to join up with the government, but the Minister of Health must resign. The Minister of Health is, by profession, a pharmacist. The Prime Minister, by profession, is a geologist. The man who speaks to them and tell them what to tell the public, where they will decide who goes to Tobago or not, or if we close down the border, is the Prime Minister. But other than that, all information comes from Mr. Parasram and everybody else underneath him. You know, nobody want to kill him and say what he's saying and making no sense. And but because of politics is what have us here. Check where the
politics.
Sit down and think about where the actual community spread, where we could point out in Trinidad and Tobago where it was. Do you guys remember? Well, let me refresh your memory. Karani.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you. Let's read some comments, Robert. This one is for you from Joseph. That comment, you seen it?
Yes, Joseph is saying, Robert, to be honest, I want the full blow state of emergency. I'm fed up of Trinidadians. It will give the police, soldiers, prison officers, fire officers, immigrations, and scroll down. I lost it.
It's so much after.
Oh, Lord. Right. Immigration.
Tired medical workers.
Yeah.
Good rest. Lock up everything on site.
Lock up everything on site.
Wow. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Blessings.
Look, I want to do one favor for me, please, because I'm very upset. I was listening to the program this morning. I can't even remember, but what the guy who is a UNC activist was saying is that he wants the government of Trinidad and Tobago to, he said that he wants them to get the UNC doctors on board. So I asked myself all morning, what is the meaning of a UNC doctor? You all could explain that for me? Hello?
Yes, caller, we here, we listening.
Yeah, that's how me upset all morning because me always have PNM doctors and UNC doctors. Because if I know the UNC have a agenda and I have PNM, me are going by the doctors to me understand that statement, what that activist say on the franchise program, but the UNC doctors to come on board. So me, you know, in the medical field that there's a division between PNM doctors and UNC doctors. I find that kind of dividing and kind of upsetting to me, boy. Okay, that's all I had to say. Thank you all for taking my call.
Thank you so much. Well, since yesterday, I said I don't like that term at all, you know. PNM people and UNC people.
Yeah,
we are Trinidadians, and you see the day we could come together and listen to me, Robert, and I told this story on radio already, eh? In my first year in Costat, we had a course, and the lecturer was from Jamaica. And she said to the classroom, you know, it's only since she came to Trinidad, she hearing about black and Negro and Indian.
Yes.
In Jamaica, you're just a Jamaican.
Yeah.
We divide and we sell so much. All of us come together as one. We are Trinbagonians. We all working towards one common goal. We want equality, we want unity, we want harmony.
Yes, and I've been saying yesterday, a nation divided against a nation cannot stand. You understand?
I don't know about you, but I'm not here to push that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
We are all one. I don't like this PNM people and this UNC people. We are all people.
It's cause divisions, we cannot stand together.
But you feel if I drop down here sick, and all you rush me to, I want to go St. Clair.
Yeah.
And all you rush me to St. Clair.
I want to go St. Clair.
St. Clair.
Yeah.
All you rush me there. George could pay the bill.
Yeah.
And I hear the doctor is a UNC doctor, Precious. The only doctor on working that today.
Yeah.
And you telling me the doctor is a UNC doctor, Precious. What you want to do?
Yeah.
That making any sense?
That ain't making sense. That ain't making sense.
All I do that now.
We have a WhatsApp caller here. Hey, Heavy in the building again? Heavy.
Heavy.
Precious and Robert,
Mm-hmm.
I love all this show. But it's so sad that people trying to tie politics into COVID and coronavirus. People trying to bring in the dirty politics division with UNC and PNM and doctor and this and that and that and that. That have not, I tell you, the coronavirus are activists at UNC or PNM. How all of us in the opposition and it's to blame because of the government and they come together. What sense does it make even if they come together can't do nothing? The opposition is there to oppose.
Yeah.
They're there to oppose everything that the government is doing. So what come together? And even if they come together, what difference is going to make?
So wait now, Heavy you telling me? Heavy you telling me the opposition, they are there to oppose. So even if something making sense, you just there to oppose?
If it was the other, if the shoe was on the other foot, the PNM.
I talking about vice versa.
And the same callers who come in. But I listen to me. First, I don't want to go down that PNM UNC road because, especially when it comes to COVID-19 and this pandemic, right? Because I find that it makes no sense. People playing politics with us, with people's lives, it's not making any sense. So all this stuff coming with a political agenda and cooking about UNC opposing and PNM and who to blame. I don't explain to already. Right, this thing is done here.
But you know,
I bear its course, and we just have to wait it out.
Listen, I thought we,
all this.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Heavy.
matter who doctor. I tell you,
Heavy, I thought we dealt with this so long ago on this show.
This will never done.
Heavy, didn't we deal with this so long ago?
And that's going on before you even come here.
Huh?
Yes.
We dealt with this so long ago. It's not about PNM, it's not about UNC.
You need to understand that some people have bad brains. They can only see once they speak.
They have
bad
what?
brains. They can only bat. You know, bat can only see when they speak. In order for a bat to see, they're screaming. Right? They only have bad brains. They can only talk. You understand? In order to see.
Play it again.
So you have to them to talk. Right? So I just say I'm not of that again. I'm not going to bring down myself to talking party.
Somebody say Jason King is saying Heavy, you're playing slick.
It's not good for you, and it's definitely not good for coronavirus. It's not good for this happening right now. We need to study how we're going to make it out of this COVID-19. We understand our economy, right, is on a standstill. After this post-COVID, what is our plan to move forward as a nation? Food prices have gone up already.
Oh gosh, I've commented that Heavy. Have you commented that?
We talking about them thing? You know, we talking. They want the court to talk about the opposition inside them with the party. Look.
Yeah.
God.
All right, Heavy.
Don't raise your blood pressure, there, you know.
We comment on all of that in the next hour.
Next hour.
And I will give all your story of what happened to me. The thing ain't go about $1 or $2, and oh my Lord, I nearly faint.
Watch out. The comments. People making me laugh in these comments. So every rest we years now. Go and get.
Leave Heavy alone. All you don't be on Heavy.
Go and get your change from age. Oh Lord.
Every time you're talking, I kind of realize whether the straw on you. Anyway, I ain't even opening up that kind of worms now.
Yeah. Somebody asking if I get vaccinated. Where's my mask?
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon again, Precious. And you see, the reality of life is what we don't want to face in Trinidad. The government and the opposition, they form the government at Trinidad and Tobago. And if the government, this is the PNM government running the country, is going down the road to try to save lives, and the opposition is going against the government, why we must not talk about it, Debbie?
Yeah.
Why? Stupid like you.
Hey.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
I had to cut you off. We're not disrespecting.
We're not disrespecting. All I know this program is about positive vibes. We can share our opinions, but at the same time, be respectful to all, contributors. Right? Gerard Pierre, big up yourself. Right? We have Angie St. Paul.
Look at what Eden's saying. I am from Toco, and it's when I come to Port of Spain, I hearing about race thing. In Toco, the two races are one. That's it. And that's how I grew up too.
So is that Port of Spain thing? Is that Port Spain thing that we're saying, Precious?
I just read the comment, but I don't try to include me in no thing.
Nice,
Hi, good day, Precious and Robert.
Yes,
hey, how you doing? Top of the afternoon.
Hi, dear man. You all are so right here, spot on, because there's a narrative. A couple of the callers, they know themselves who call in regularly, will always say Trinidadians, this and that. So I want to know what country they're living in.
Yeah.
And another thing, I kind of agree with Heavy there, you know, when and then another thing
Go
they
agree
say,
with Heavy, they will come
black
for
people
you.
open their eyes. Huh?
I said, careful with agreeing with
Careful,
Heavy,
you know. Careful going on that road.
No, what I am saying is in fact because there are people who are Trinidadian sane, and I know them well because I agree with all the all these things that they bring. But when they come now, they come to talk about Trinidadians. So I want to know what country they're from because they only say. And then another thing, as a black man, they will say black people who wake up, open your eyes. You know, I find that is a disgrace when it's also coming from a black man. I mean, we should take not every they shouldn't make a generalized statement. So,
well, that's
I don't know. I don't know where, I find that is kind of that, too often that is, bandied about. Because you can't go Jamaica or Grenada and tell the same Grenadians the way how we bad talk each other.
Well, that's the thing, That's the thing, Kola. That seems to be our culture.
But how come we years upon years this going on? No, so we don't want to change the course of that?
That seems to be our culture.
So your children must come into this now and grow like that?
Yes.
Who's going to change the course of this thinking?
Divided. I don't know where the slave ship come from, but listen. They put us here and boy, Lord have mercy.
Okay, Joseph is saying, I love Precious and Robert's show, but they got to understand there are people hell-bent would never change their mindset. And sadly, that is true. We truly agree with that. It's so sad. Good afternoon.
Hi, good.
Welcome.
Let me see if I can explain where that comes from. Precious, where your grandparents from?
My grandparents are from St. Vincent and Grenada, but what I am saying, that is in the past. Why we carrying this into the future for so long?
Yeah, because that has been the narrative amongst black people. When you come to Trinidad, as a parent or a man from St. Vincent and Grenada, the same black people in Trinidad and Tobago used to tell you go back where you come from.
I born here. I said Trinidadian. I born here.
But we still have a generation of people. And Mr. Bootman, when we say black people have to wake up, if you check society, if there's 100 black people, 60% of them are going down a wrong road. Won't you say so?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when a man say black people have to wake up, he's speaking to the majority of us whose eyes are closed, Mr. Bootsman. And that is the problem. We have a generation curse here.
Right.
We have people, like one young man, please 1 minute. I'm in your station.
Where's that
you have to understand.
I hear what you say.
I said, hang on, give me 1 minute, please.
Yeah, go through.
We have to understand, Precious, that there is a generational curse of Vincentian and Grenadian. I am a big man, and I have an East Indian man on the next station that still tell me go back where you come from.
Wow.
And he's a microbiologist. Right? And he's older than I am. And he's of the another race. So think about it. That culture hasn't changed.
He's still talking.
Because there's a group of people believe, you have to understand there's a group of people hate the PNM because they believe that the PNM imported your grandparents and mine to create voter pattern. There's a cycle, and we have to learn, we have to teach our children what is the cycle. So when I say PNM people, don't vex with me, because I know the reason why I say so.
Right.
Because I am trying to pull, just like Brother Mohammed want to pull a group of people and join me under Muslim, I want to pull a group of black people under. Well, me no PNM, but PNM is my foundation because that is the only opportunity I have here now. But I want the ideology to change and set a future. A way we see, because you go, Mr. Manenge, we have future. Look, you just tell me where you went.
Right.
On the basis of Mr. Manning, because you go, Mr. Panding, give me $1 for $1. dollar for dollar, Mr. Pandey give me. And them could have sacrificed because them had the land, and Mr. Manning still come and get them carry the land. I didn't have nothing. If my grandparents work on the port, I didn't save the money and jump on a ship, a plane and went to America. And my grandparents still sending suitcase from my mother and father that's still in the house, and I wearing brands. I didn't get an education, so I fall into the 60%. That is our problem. And we have to admit that. So they give me free tertiary education. How much has of grasp at it? To say that we are PNM doctors. You understand the logic? Enjoy the evening, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Very, very valid points there in that contribution.
Listen, I want to take this call, but we're going to ads. But this person here, I want to take this call. So, you know yourself, you're calling right now. Call us after the ad, right? This topic, we need to stay on this topic. And we need to do a part 2 on this topic, Precious. This topic is serious. Very.
It's a long. It's not a perfect match unless you're better together. Like your favorite series and more data to binge. Like an online concert and 25 gigs of LTE data to power the fans. Or some hot gossip and free. It's not a perfect match unless you're better together. Like your favorite series and more data to binge. Like an online concert and 25 gigs of LTE data to power the fans. Or some hot gossip and free Digicel calls. You lie. Nope, that's the perfect match. You and Digicel $249 30-day Prime bundle. Free Digicel calls. 200 anywhere minutes, rollover data and more. Dial star 323 # or visit my Digicel app to activate today. Digicel. Better together.
More to love, yes it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So real, get that perfect smile. Beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Pennywise, more to love, yes it's true. Just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love.
At Green Dot, we're making it easier for you with the all-new G-Dot customer portal. Get 24/7 access to your account from all your smart devices. View your account status, see your active services and hardware, view your balance, pay your bills, set up recurring payments, and more. Simply visit gd.tt today and register with your account number and email address to access this service. The all-new G-Dot customer portal. It's just one of the ways Green Dot is making it easier for you. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions. Or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 91 Eastern Main Road.